Welcome everybody to the first stream of the Six Striders.
Hey.
Yeah.
I will be your GM for tonight, and hopefully GM for longer. I am super nervous about this.
It'll be fine.
Rule 1, never let them know you're nervous.
Well, I already wrote that rule.
Cut stream. Delete the channel. Start over.
Start over quickly.
Anyway,
You have to kill all of us.
so I guess we'll begin.
Set the scene.
We start our adventure in a small farm village of Norwich. You see fields along the outer rim of the village stretching to great lengths of various crops, the majority being wheat or similar grain. The houses all look fairly worn out, as if they had been taken care of. As if they haven't been taken care of in quite a while. Some of the woods on the houses looked warped along with dust near the door. It's about mid-afternoon. The sun is still in the sky. A nice shade. God, I cannot write this well.
You're fine, dude.
It sounds great, but
It's a nice shade of blue with a few clouds hanging over. And it doesn't look like it's enough to really start raining. You see people working hard in the field to finish gathering the crops early. It's the beginning of harvest season, so it's around late July, early August. And we will roll to see whose intro we start with. Let's see who we start with. That would be two. What do you know? Galvonis.
Yes.
You walk into the town. Your legs are sore from your long trek along the road. New to the location, you take a swift glance around, hoping to find an inn or tavern to rest and grab a bite to eat. You quietly shake the dirt from your cloak and strain your posture. As you try to make yourself look more respectable, you spy an unmistakable sight of a church not too far from where you stand, and your eyes narrow judgmentally. What do you do?
I will continue to look for an inn to rest my weary legs.
Do you ask people around where you might find an inn?
I shall look with my perception.
Okay.
Bloop.
Perception check.
Did I roll?
Doesn't show.
Do the thing. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
It might be a little bit of lag. I know Roll20 had a recent update too.
Everything's getting an update.
Here we go.
Anyway.
10.
You managed to spy a tavern off in the distance. What's odd about this tavern, it looks much newer compared to the other buildings in the area, as if it was recently built and opened up.
Galvonis will take that to mind, and he'll make his way towards the establishment.
Okay. Now, next I'll roll for the next intro.
Somebody
Roll two,
send me the
reroll.
link to the Twitch.
You're following me on Twitch.
I know, but I don't want to go through all the effort of remembering my Twitch password.
Aurora.
Okay. Give me a minute. Wait, what? Oh, I'm up?
Yes.
It's got to be delayed a bit, Cat. It's in
Thank you.
the general.
Anyway. Aurora.
Yes.
You are currently working
God.
in the fields. The warm rays of the late summer sun are beating down on you but every so often you get a breeze to cool you off. Your current task is to simply cut the grain so that it may be stored. Please roll me a d20, a flat d20, to just see how well you're doing with your job. 16.
16.
Okay, you do a fairly well job. Beside you is a gnomish man, probably looking about, in human years he would be about 70 in his age. He's currently watching you just to make sure that you're not really getting hurt while using the farming equipment. You notice, gnome. He is actually a cleric of the church that you go to, named Silas Gumbleworth.
Can you repeat that? You keep cutting out.
Do I really? Silas Gumbleworth. I will write out
Just
the...
type it out. You keep cutting out, buddy.
God, are you serious?
I can hear him
Yeah,
just
I'm okay.
fine. I think he's just taking pauses in between reading.
No,
Yeah,
on
sounds
my
like
end,
it.
he's cutting out.
I mean, it's probably good to write it down just so you can also take it down for notes anyways.
Yeah, because I want to take notes for all this shit.
It's probably also because of your Twitch.
Don't.
No.
You will be lagging more than normal.
I'll have to deal with it.
Anyway, that is the name of the gnome currently watching. Give me a second.
If he's using gnomish tools, wouldn't they be like baby sized?
He's not using any tools. He's currently watching. He's an elder of the church. He's mostly in charge of just watching and making sure that the people in that church are not getting hurt while doing the work.
Okay. Simple enough.
Over in the distance, you hear the sound of something causing a ruckus. It seems to be coming towards the barn. Would you like to go there and check on it?
Yes, I would.
Okay. As you enter the barn, Silas enters with you to, again, make sure you're not hurting yourself. And you currently see a horse that seems a bit spooked right now. If you want to try to calm it down, roll me animal handling.
Oh boy. Here I go, roll it again with an 18.
Oh, wow. 18.
Ooh.
Not bad. You managed to calm down the horse fairly well. There is a bit of hesitation towards the horse, but you do manage to calm it down. Silas kind of walks up to you. So, Aurora, I've been hearing you're going out soon.
Yep, it's about time for me to, I guess, go see the city. I've heard so much about it from, well, you guys and from Mom.
Since you're leaving, I might as well give you something extra. Along with your pay of about 5 gold for a day's work. He gives you an extra 5 as a sending off present.
Oh, sick. Cool. Money.
Yeah, that will take care of your intro. I will now roll for the next person. Need to re-roll for that.
Galvonis again.
Sick. Oh boy. This will be fun. Ceaderbrook and Scarbles. You two are currently entering the town of Norwich. You've had quite a long trek from the city to this small farming village. Scarbles, as you ride on Ceaderbrook, the wind blows directly in your face, make what would have been normally a warm day into a more pleasant and cooler day. As the leaves
Jumping up and down excitedly.
Of course you are. Anyway. Cooler, there we are. As the leaves on Cedar's branches sway and shake in the light and the breeze. Shake in the light and the breeze. No. Sway and shake in the light breeze. That's what I meant to say. Scarbles, your teacher has instructed you for a place known as the Traveler's Light. All she has told you is that is a recent inn in the town of Norwich that has been having a bit of trouble. How do you two wish to find this area?
I understand nothing. Lead the way, little squirrel.
Scarbles, not squirrel! A giant talking tree. Keep walking forward.
Onward to good deeds.
Yes. Scarbles and tree help people.
As you walk around, you are getting a bit of strange look from the town folk. Because it's not every day they see a walking tree and a goblin walking.
Scarbles, not a gnome.
I wave friendly and let's see.
Greetings. I'm here to help.
Scarbles here to help also.
You stumble upon like a woman carrying groceries, and she just seeing the two of you.
Yeah.
To be fair, out of character, this is a farming village, so this is not normal.
It's not normal.
I just started imagining the hallway scene from Doom Eternal, where Doom Guy's walking through all the humans.
I have yet to play that.
Are you talking about where he's with the priest, and he just tosses the head of the dead priest?
No, there's a scene where he's walking through a human base, and all the humans are like, oh god, and they're like getting out of the way of him.
I don't think I've seen that part yet. Anyway.
I digress.
I see you ritually murder plants here. Don't worry, I have no judgment.
And you stack their bodies.
I guess I'll roll for Tom and Dragon's character. Dragon, odds or even?
Even.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what we get. Okay. Kai. You walk in from the forest after a long morning of hunting, which you were successful in. You managed to get... Give me a sec to roll how much health you got. Three pelts. You managed... Oh, hold on. You managed to get 3 deer pelts and a wolf pelt from today's hunt. Your boots and your boots and legs of your pants have some mud from the earlier rain, but will certainly come off with a quick clean. Sorry, I'm not a super strong reader. Or chip away from the warmth of the afternoon sun. You stumbled in this small farming town as they can give you some decent directions to city which you seek. You're a bit tired after the morning of the hunt, but the adrenaline is still pumping in you, which is helping your body move along the rest of the day. What do you wish to do right now?
Most likely find some form of a general shop, or probably a butcher, but like, or a tailor, or something of that sort in a small town such as this. Yeah, tanner, thank you. Someone
okay, so you want to
deal
look
for these?
a tanner.
Just follow your nose.
How do you try to look for a tanner?
Initially asking around, or initially looking around, and then if I can't immediately find one, I'd probably ask a nearby individual.
It takes you a bit to find a tanner, but some people are nice enough to tell you directions of where to find one.
Right.
he tells you that he's willing to give you about 5 silver for the wolf pelt and 3 per deer pelt.
I'm going to see if I can convince him to go just a little higher. It was a lot of effort trying to get these.
Okay, roll me a persuasion. And what? I have never actually rolled for an NPC.
Insight.
Oh well.
Okay, I'll roll a flat d20 for insight. Nah, he ain't accepting that. He just basically, he plainly says 3 per deer, 5 for the wolf.
Fair enough. And I take the, I'm assuming, probably 14 silver from that.
Yes, that'd be 14 silver. Okay. Now, Mr. Enzo. Are you ready, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay. Enzo, you pop out of the sewer of this small farming town, checking the surroundings after seeing the coast is clear. You leave the sewer. The stench of the sewer is permeating off of you, off of your clothes, but you manage to get rid of the smell off your clothes somehow. As you look around, you see the sight of a few things of this farming town. The people seem to mostly be inside working on their small business. In the distance, you see a few small shops such as pastry, knick-knack shops, and oddly, an inn that seems fairly new, which strikes you as a bit odd. What do you do?
The inn would double as a tavern, correct?
Yes.
Then I will immediately go there.
Okay. And I assume after all of you have done that, you guys are also going to the inn and stuff like that. Okay.
Scarbles still looking.
Scarbles, you eventually are able to find... You and Shira are able to find someone who isn't as freaked out and just points you in the direction of the inn.
Scarbles see new building.
Okay. I'm guessing Cedar and Scarbles head that way?
Yep.
Join us.
Scarbles conducts the train.
Walking, talking tree, go that way.
Join us at the kitty cat shaped inn.
You know what?
Okay.
That's kind of convenient, actually.
Okay. Unlike the other buildings in this village, it seems to be very new, with the sign of a man holding a lantern that is lounging against a crescent moon, with the words "The Traveler's Light" above the man. When entering the tavern, it's a cozy tavern that looks very clean. There are tables and chairs. God, I did not read this one through. There are tables and chairs that seem fairly empty. Near what would be the innkeeper's desk is a fairly old-looking dwarf with white hair, but on the top of his head he is completely bald. He wears very simple yet nice-looking clothes. And he seems to be talking on something. Do any of you want to try to roll to see what he is listening to?
I would.
Sure, why not?
No.
Ah!
Peter, you are too distracted by
Hell yeah!
Damn it! The magic
First
lady
D20 of the
looked at
game. For nat 20.
Cedar, you were too distracted by all the mahogany in the area.
The nat 1 and the nat 20.
Yeah, Cedar, you are too distracted by all the mahogany in the area.
They make dwellings from our corpses?
Okay, all the rest of you pretty much hear this. How long? 5 days! Now listen here. It only takes half a day to come from Aurora to Norwich. Really? Am I cutting out for any of you guys as well?
Yeah.
Just a little
You're
bit.
roboted there for
You were a
sure.
little robot-y on that one.
Okay. Do you want me to try reading this again, or?
Yeah, give it one more go.
First, try to log out and log back in real quick.
Okay, I'll try that.
I was about to say, Galvonis was going to enter in to the tavern without even touching the door. He was going to use prestidigitation to open the door and have his cloak fluttering as he mysteriously walks in.
That is very extra.
Anyway,
Do I have to bend over to walk in?
yeah, it's made for a normal-sized person, so probably.
Scarbles just like hangs off your shoulder as you bend.
Anyway, this is what you hear. How long? 5 days? Now listen here, it only takes a day and a half to come from Aurora to Norwich by foot. Why do I have to wait 5 days for some adventurer? Oh, don't give me that bullcrap. You're just doing this because all the Malik's are dwarf. Well, fine. I'll look for my own adventures. Would be cheaper and easier that way. You basically see him slamming down the item that he was carrying. He notices the people entering his area right after he finished.
I want to like do a flip off of the tree shoulder, like onto the table right in front of him.
Okay.
Just slams down the phone and there's 6 people staring at him from the door.
What's up?
I would like to speak after the flip.
Yeah, is he a dwarf?
Yes, he is a dwarf.
All right, I flip onto the table and slam down, and I'm like, "Short, hairy man need help."
Roll me acrobatics to see how well you flip.
Don't even joke.
Here we go. One.
Oh,
Ah, damn it, that's not very good.
You
Only you had
stumble
advantage.
it as you land, but you manage to pick yourself up a small bit.
I knock a bunch of shit off the table and scramble to my feet.
Yeah, you see some nice, clean glasses hit the floor when you land. The door
Short, hairy man need help.
Why the hell did you do that?
Heard short, hairy man talking about needing adventures, and Scarbles is adventurer. Scarbles can help.
And the rest of you?
Always looking for work.
am Ceaderbrook. I would like to offer my apologies. Your sign said Traveler's Light, but I'm afraid I am very heavy.
God damn it! He is kind of confusing to look at you and just goes,
And that's I want to make a persuasion check to appear friendly to him with my cordial apology.
actually roll me general charisma.
Just general charisma? You got it.
Big talking tree here to help too.
Okay,
oh wow, 3 10s.
he doesn't seem hostile toward you. He just seems a bit annoyed right now.
Excellent.
And what are the rest of you doing here?
Scarble's not with them.
Aurora's out of place here, being the most colorful.
Galvonis just kind of casually checks his coin pouch. I was originally stepping in for a quick rest, but depending upon what you are offering, I might be able to lend my assistance.
Agreed, but quality isn't cheap.
Been looking to get to the city for a while now. Let's see what this particular job has to offer.
Does Enzo want to say anything?
Yes, look. Very heavily.
Could you repeat that? You cut out.
Yeah.
Hold on.
To turn up Tom a little bit.
By the way, does anyone else smell sewer shit?
Hello? Can I get down?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you. Just have to turn you up a little bit. You're a little quiet now for whatever reason.
So what did you say, Tom?
Hold on, I can fix this. I can fix it.
Glass of milk.
It's okay, I turned you up. You're good on my end for the stream.
So, Tom, what did you want to say?
Yes. My pockets do seem a bit empty right now, but I could use a bit of work.
Well, you're in luck. The job isn't too hard. Imagine if some people like yourself could do a simple task like this. There's been a bit of an infestation issue in the city recently. We need some help getting rid of rats and snakes in the sewer.
Scarbles can smack.
Of course you can.
I mean, I guess it'll do.
Where is this sewer?
It's about 2 hours trek from here. Basically, if you go along the road and take a left, you'll be in there in 2 hours.
Sewer is underground place for smelly water.
Yes, it is.
This sounds like a job for an exterminator, not for a group of adventurers.
But sadly, we don't have it. Exterminators out here.
This thing I will do in the name of Celista.
He actually
What
kind
kind
of
of-
looked at you confusingly. You know Celesta?
I do. I wish to spread good and kindness and aid for others in Celista's name.
Interesting.
What kind of snakes and rats require a party of adventurers in order to take out?
It's kind of an odd situation. No matter how many rats and snakes we kill, they just seem to keep coming back. We don't know why.
Well,
The
just-
mysteries of nature.
Well, and then talk about the elephant in the room. What's the pay?
Let's say 10 gold for each of you. And it sounds like some of you are wanting to get to the city of Alvira.
Scarbles not need. Scarbles live there.
Well, I could offer y'all a y'all? Yeah.
Howdy, y'all.
Scottish cowboy. Anyway,
Yeehaw.
I could offer all of you a trip to a ride in my cart to Alvira.
Throw in a meal before we leave, and then you got me.
Very
Yes,
well.
same here, please.
Very well.
Scarbles want snack also.
A meal for all of you.
I
would
do
suggest
wish to
Aurora
feed
doesn't need a meal because she could just go home and get food.
I would suggest going tomorrow, because it might be nighttime if you get out of the sewer.
That would be preferred.
Perhaps get some resources from the town. I'm sure they'd be willing to get you some stuff.
Garbles guesses.
Guess time to go check up on Mom and see what she's got around the shop. Bye!
So, I was about
So-
to ask, what do all of you want to do?
Rory's gonna go to her mom's shop.
Oh, you're leaving. Okay. Who are all of you who I will be joining on this great adventure?
As Aurora's leaving, here's that. Aurora Borealis. If you need me, come find me at my mom's shop.
Your fur is beautiful, Aurora.
It's not fur, it's my hair.
Well, Matt, we'll see if we need any supplies, or at least I will.
Okay.
Galvonis
So-
will take a seat at the bar real quick. Out of curiosity, why is this sewer system 2 hours outside of the city? Pray tell.
That might be where the source is.
They don't seem to be coming out of where that entrance to the sewer is.
Oh, right. So you have a runoff system that leads elsewhere, I see. I must make a comment about your establishment, sir. Oh, hold on, I'm not doing the correct pose. I must ask about your establishment, sir. Are you new to town yourself?
Yes, the city of Alvira decided to set up trade in this town, and they decided to send me as a representative.
I see. It's quite quaint that you set up your shop to look like a cat face.
He looks at you confusingly. What the hell are you talking about?
I mean, I'm just saying, the 2 tables, and then the stage in the back, and then those 2 cute little alcoves over there. It's just, maybe just a flight of fancy.
I guess we'll move to Aurora's group.
Who the hell wants to come with Aurora to her mom's shop?
No, I'm busy being weird.
Oh,
I mean, the only thing is that it's early game, and my character's whole thing is he's trying to make money, not spend a bunch of it.
well, thankfully Aurora gets shit as a discount. So yeet.
So is it just Aurora, or is somebody else going?
Nope.
I will
I guess
go.
I'll go see. Oh, okay. Yay!
Oh, Tom.
Somebody can meet Mom. The Enzo.
Gipsy, are you also going?
I will follow.
Wait, where Tree Man going?
Great. Time to explain Tree Man to Mom.
I
Fun.
wish to see, little Scarbles, what this thing called shop is.
Scarbles, by the way, had snuck under the bar and was examining the fancy man's cloak. She just has like the end of it in her hands and is just like, fine, Scarbles come too.
Whoa, get away from there. Get away.
Scurry off.
Oh, so close.
So who's remaining here?
I think it's just Kai and Galvonis.
Then Ceaderbrook walks up to Galvonis.
Oh, hello there, tree.
He puts his arm across his chest in like a way that you would expect some kind of trained person to do so. That's part of some order where that's a symbol of something. And you notice that this large tree man is wearing a cloak with a certain, like a scarf. Like it should have been a cape for a much larger person, but on Ceaderbrook it's just a scarf. And there's an insignia that I don't know if you would recognize on it.
Gipsy, could you do me something?
Yeah,
Roll me a religion.
sure.
And would Galvonis roll a religion check?
Yes, roll. Galvonis also roll me a religion.
Dueling religion checks!
Okay, Gipsy, the symbol you are giving him is basically, so you know like the Pledge of Allegiance salute where you put your right arm, or your right hand on your chest?
Yeah.
Think of that, but instead, it's the side of your hand, and your hand is making kind of a half circle shape. That is the natural symbol of Solista.
The crescent moon.
Galvonis? That's basically.
Okay, so
Galvonis.
Yeah.
Huh?
Does Galvonis recognize that as a religious symbol? Or as a religious thing?
Yes, you recognize it. You recognize it as a symbol of Solista.
And then he does that, and you say hello, tree man. He does that, and he bows low, and he gets up, and he says,
I jump up on your
Well
shoulder while you're
met.
bowing.
Well met. I am called the Ceaderbrook.
The moment Ceaderbrook sort of does his religious insignia, Galvonis's eyes kind of narrow. But the moment he gets done introducing himself, he offers out his hand hesitantly. My name is Galvonis Salazar Zostrionis. Warlock.
I don't whip him. What I do is I do put out a long fine line whip with my index finger, and I shake his hand with my index finger, which is like a long...
Fancy Cape Man has fancy name.
And pray tell who is your friend here?
Scarbles' name is Scarbles.
Ah, duly noted.
She punches fiercely and is very energetic.
Yes, Scarbles good at smacking.
Noted.
I'm sure that will come in most useful during our excursion.
Yes, Scarbles is pleased to meet Fancy Cape Man.
Galvonis will just give a kind of a nod and kind of awkwardly lean back in his chair as Goblin and Tree Man stand there with him. So you're a tree. Smash cut to Aurora.
Not the weird.
And then I turn and leave. After introducing myself to Kai and Galvonis, I follow.
Just waves from his back. Bye, bye, Fancy Cape Man. Bye, Fancy Hair Man.
Kai, he kind of awkwardly waves to the goblin.
Ask. Okay.
Fancy
Magic
hair,
cut.
man. And he brushes back his hair.
To the shop. You
Yes.
see a small quaint. You see a small quaint store with the name Handles and Wares hammered on the door. Upon entering the shop, Again, I did not write this well. You see a few selections ranging produce, meat, and some simple seeds taking up shelf space, along with, like, oddly, some adventuring equipment. You can guess this mostly is a common goods store for people who just live day to day. But there are stuff like rope and oddly some healing potions along the counter of the store. And near the front of the store stands an elven woman, probably in her... She's probably like in her 40s, maybe? Watching the store, and as soon as Aurora comes in, she just goes, "Oh, Aurora, pleasure to meet you." Or, yeah, good to see you again.
You.
And you know this.
Hi, Mom.
Yep. And as soon as the others come in, she just goes, "Oh, you've made some friends?"
Interesting friends.
The Ceaderbrook is friend to all innocent beings that dwell the earth.
She's a bit taken back by the talking tree.
I know, he's impressive, right? He's a living being of nature, which is what I learned about thanks to the church.
Yes.
Scarbles just following tree.
Oh god!
Drop.
She says, seeing the... Oh god! She kind of falls back a bit, seeing the goblin randomly appearing from the tree.
Jesus, Mom, are you okay?
Swinging from a branch.
Yes, I'm fine. As she talks, you hear a small crashing sound from the back. Damn it, not again.
Can I help her up? Because she fell over?
She stumbled back a bit. She didn't really fall over.
Okay.
I
So
whip out my
before
quarterstaff at the crashing sound.
You see a tiefling male actually coming out of the store. Miss Aurora, a bit of an accident happened at the back of the store. It's fine. We'll clean it up later. Aurora, you actually know this man as Dimitri. He is actually the adopted son of the mayor. And a close childhood friend of yours.
You said he's the adopted son of the mayor?
Yes.
Cut out a little bit, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay.
And your friend.
Yes, your childhood friend.
I got that. Hey, Dimitri.
Hey, y'all. Ammo in here.
Oh. Greetings. Aurora? Aurora,
Beat me out of character. I'm assuming he's like a fucking nervous mess around me.
yes, very much.
Oh, I love him. He's my cinnamon roll, and I must protect him.
He's like he's in his early teens right now.
Oh, same. Like late.
Anyway. Where was it going? Oh yeah, duh. Aurora, is there something that you and your friends need? She's also kind of eyeing Enzo warily.
Oh.
Racist.
Yes.
What were you saying, Tom?
Can I help you?
It's more, can I help you? Is there something that any of you would like to buy?
I suppose a potion will do. A healing potion if you have one.
I have a few.
How many shinies?
We're current. She brings out some healing potions. They seem to be about 20 gold each.
Ah! Highway robbery!
Aurora's gonna glare at him.
Scarbles only enough for half potion.
Surely this
I'll
price
purchase
is
a
a
potion
jest.
for you if you would wish.
Tree have money?
If any of you would like to roll perception to see something.
Does that include me?
Yeah. Any of you who are in the...
Natural 25.
Oh yeah, Venom, you recognize this immediately. You see behind your mother is a sign that basically says special deal, 2 potions for the price of 30.
A special deal if you want more than one. 2 for 30.
Oh, yes, that is currently a deal that we're having right now.
Trying to calm down her mother.
I'm getting confused. It said Kit
2 for
red.
30.
2 for 30. Okay.
It would usually be 40, but they're having a deal.
Then I will. Ceaderbrook will reach behind him, and there's like a little rope tied around with a sack. You know, he carries his things on a fashioned belt of vines, and he pulls it out, and you see a bag. It seems like a nice bag that might have. It does not look like it would have come from a forest. It's just a nice, simple coin purse. He opens it up
is staring intensely.
he just kind of fiddles around in it, and he pulls out 30 gold pieces. And he sets them down
so
on
much
the counter. And he says,
When I decided I would become an adventurer, like the friends that I met deep in the forest, they gave me some small basic boons for my trouble, with which I could begin my journeying career. I would be more than happy to offer this as a gift of friendship.
Forest people have many money.
Just strokes her chin.
They were not of the forest.
Forest?
A group of paladins of my new goddess, what was it?
Salisa.
I already forgot again. Selena?
While we're on the subject, who the fuck do I worship?
I guess.
I guess.
Yes.
I
Okay.
gave them aid, and in return they inspired me to do more.
Helping money.
And she nods sagely.
Oh,
And so I...
Salisa's in the church. They might have been on a pilgrimage.
That happens quite a bit.
So I placed the 30 down to buy one for each of my 2 friends that wished for a potion, but could not afford them.
I
One
just
for
run
Scarbles,
down
one
your
for
arm.
Enzo.
Yeah.
Run down your arm while you were putting the money down onto the counter, and then jump off the counter, and I immediately start searching around the shop for anything that looks pretty or shiny.
Very well. Here are your 2 potions.
May I investigation?
Sure.
And I'll subtract 30 from my...
I see no shinies.
She's too short. The table at like, standard height.
You see what you think is something shiny, but it's just a bolt under the counter.
I immediately snatch it up. Pocket shiny.
And I put it in my pocket.
Is there anything else any of you would like?
Standard 2b4 plus 4. Right?
Yeah.
I stand on my tiptoes in front of the counter and just like can see my hands on top looking for the potion, and then I find it and I grab it.
She slides it a bit closer to the edge so you can grab it easier.
Snatch it.
So does Enzo want to try to buy it, or...
Oh, didn't,
You said he bought 2, one for Enzo, one for Scarbles.
Oh, I thought he bought one for himself as well.
No, he
Oh.
doesn't need one. It
Please
just cost
don't
him
need
30.
potions.
30
Okay.
gold. Yeah, he has lay on hands and, he's good.
Yeah, Aurora doesn't really need much either. He's got shit too.
Is that all you'll be needing?
Looks to the crew. Looks back to her. Looks back to the crew.
Scarbles has lots of stuff already.
Do I want to grab one more just in case?
To
Hang
you.
on a second. I need to find my list of items that I have.
I can
it's
reset
not
it
in
to
my...
you.
There was
Yeah.
one other reason why Aurora specifically came back here, and it was not to buy anything, but just to let her mother know that she got a job with these folks and is heading out to go complete said job.
Oh, well, be safe. Tom, does Enzo want to do anything? Or buy anything else?
well, I'm all set, but I would highly consider, perhaps, in the future, if we were to come back, perhaps lowering your prices just a smidge. Just a recommendation.
Oh
Roll
my.
persuasion.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna insight
heaven.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll her inside.
14.
damn.
Damn it, Mom!
Very well, I'll consider it.
Excellent.
I love the delay
Excellent.
from us in real life to my phone, because I just heard from my phone, God damn it, Mom!
I'm
There it
guessing
goes
that's
again.
all?
Yep.
Walking, talking tree. Let's go back to place.
If you insist, I shall lead us there.
Yes.
Yeah, before we
Jump back
leave, Aurora would like to give Mom a hug and give Dimitri a hug as well before she leaves.
Okay.
This
Your
is
mom
some sort
accepted it,
of...
but
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, except Dimitri is kind of awkwardly hugging you.
Right, and first she hugs her mom, then she hugs Dimitri while she's hugging Dimitri. As it's happening,
This must be some sort of farewell.
and he reaches down and he also hugs Aurora and
Oh my.
Okay, this is
Jump
what
back off.
happens. Here's what happens. Aurora just
And he
hands
says-
and looks back at him. You're trying, big guy. Pats your hand.
yeah, and he says farewell, and then he like awkwardly shuffles out as if he's certainly done the cordial and polite thing.
Sweat drop. Just gives them both a nod and waddles out.
Okay, so I'm guessing all of you head back to the inn.
Yes.
Yes, sure.
Okay, you head
Free
back.
meal.
Question: Was Galvonis doing any? Was Galvonis or Kai doing anything of interest in the?
I mean, sorry, eating and probably maybe chatting a little bit isn't interesting for you.
Okay, I was just asking.
It's all good.
Galvonis would probably be like, I'm just saying, it looks like a cat. I'm sorry I'm being weird about this, but...
I guess it kind of does
As
look
you're
like a
talking,
cat.
as you're talking about this, Malric is just currently on like the I can't even speak right now. He is currently on like the bar right now, currently on his head, just going, of course it does.
Now look, let me draw this out how I imagine it looks from above.
And does what we have on the map.
Oh look, everyone's back.
Anyway, you guys come back. He gives you
I jump off of the tree again.
he gives you a decent meal. It's nothing to write home about.
Wait,
But
I
it's
do
enough-
what I think.
Okay.
As soon as we return, I'm immediately like,
Fancy hair man, fancy cape man.
Galvonis looks back at Kai. Which one of us is which?
I think you're the one with the hair, I'm the one with the cape. But that's just my best guess.
I think so too.
I squint at both of you like,
Never mind. Which man want potion?
and I hold up the potion.
I mean, if you're offering, I'll gladly take one. Thank you.
Scarbles is.
And I run up to you and I hold it up.
Minor healing potion?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Poppin'. Yeah.
Fancy hair man is welcome.
Oh, no, I seem to have had it backwards.
You're welcome. And he looks at Kai like, help me out here.
What the heck?
Anyway, Malric gives you a basic meal. It's nothing fancy, nothing great. It's a decent meal. It fills you up.
Scarbles devours.
The afternoon/night passes. He does offer you a free night in the room as well.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
As service.
Oh, usually Aurora could have stayed home.
Well, if you want to get into an adventuring spirit, you could be like, I'm gonna stay at the inn. Ha.
Mom has
But,
good pancakes.
You guys notice
Can't argue with that logic.
after the meal, Ceaderbrook thanks him. He hasn't and says he hasn't gotten to eat food in some time, as the humans do.
I didn't even think you could eat.
He can, although he does not need to. And then he
That was Malric saying that.
I think I can, although I've never needed it.
Very
and
well.
then he excuses himself, and when everyone goes to turn in for the night, and stands outside and just kind of enters a trance, becomes a tree in essence.
I imagine he just
Stationary.
T-poses.
Just like casually against the side of the cat. Like, so the cat, on the left side of the cat's face, there is just a tree standing there.
The Gmod T-pose.
Yep, Gma T-pose.
Do we all get our own room?
Yes. You can either get your own room or bunk with each other.
On a bunk.
Alone works for me.
Okay.
Galvonis does not care. Just as long as they don't mind doing it.
Aurora is basically a living nightlight with her hair.
You're not here.
Galvonis shall take a room to himself, and he will say a nightly prayer before he goes to sleep. Spectacles,
Bye, weird
testicles.
mustache man.
Damn it, you interrupted my prayer. Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
You evolved from fancy cape man to weird mustache man.
Impressive.
It only happens at level 26 when that evolution occurs.
When the tragic thing of aging occurs.
I'm prematurely white. Shut your mouth. And he does a flick of his cloak and storms up the stairs at that. Of course, yelling at you from across the village.
That was like a character. And she's with you. She's at the tavern.
Anyway, the night passes, and you guys wake up early morning.
Scarbles just curls up under a table.
Excellent.
As Malik is basically going around, cleaning up the
Aurora
bar,
wakes up
and
at the crack of dawn.
he sees Scarbles on the floor and pokes her with the blunt end of a broom.
I immediately attack the broom. I just pull a bunch of straw out of it like an angry cat.
Excellent.
No broom, Scarbles.
But then don't sleep out here.
Scarbles was saving you a room.
And I dart out the door.
Anyways, Aurora walks downstairs from the inn area or wherever it is.
I'm almost worried that I hired these people.
You did just hire us off the streets. You get what you pay for.
Exactly.
What did you get down here?
Like up at the crack of dawn at farming village.
Oh, he's asking that to Galvonis.
It's to him.
I mean, I wake up, I am a living thing.
I guess wait. Where's the one in all black?
Are you referring to me?
Jesus.
And where were he walks away and checks the area where his gold usually is.
Jeez.
What? What do you assume here?
He gives you a bit of a glare.
I assure you, I have done nothing wrong.
Very well. I suppose all of you should be heading out.
I believe we're still missing one. Where's our friend in green? And not the tree, not the tree. The other green one. Oh god, this is going to get confusing.
Scarbles is also green.
Says the voice from outside the window.
Not you, Scarbles. The taller one that's... Oh god.
Where is Pie?
Yeah, he would have walked in by now.
Ah! Oh god. Look it. Alright, there he is.
Before he walks in, you hear a loud booming voice.
Good morning, Kai.
You see
From
some
outside.
kids- You see
He gives
some
a
kids running
small
away
wave.
from the now anime tree man who were playing on it.
You have a feeling you'll know anyone that's walking up to the inn before they enter the door, because they will be loudly, cordially greeted.
That's amazing.
All right.
Well,
Yep.
I suppose I should be giving this before you head out. He hands Galvonis a map, a crudely drawn map of directions to the area you're supposed to be heading to.
Oh, excellent. We'll get this job over with, get an easy bit of money, be on our way. Thank you kindly, innkeep. And he will tuck the map into his cloak and he will make his way outside.
You see a small goblin doing Tai Chi.
You see a large tree attempting to mimic it.
You just hear branches cracking as he's trying.
Scarbles can go slower if tree wants.
I must be limber lumber.
I must be as limber as a rubber tree.
Anyways, I suppose let's get moving before we take any more time.
Sure.
Yep.
Works for me.
Okay. I am going to roll to see what happens on your way there.
Oh no.
Oh, I was going back through the chat. Oh boy, Kit.
Yeah?
Through our DMs on our character stuff, you mentioned I can't use my shield with my two-handed weapon. Correct. I never responded. I meant to say I'm supposed to use the whip with the shield,
Okay.
and then
Oh,
when I
no.
don't need the armor class, I pull out the.
Okay.
Seems interesting. I mean, you're a giant tree man. I could see how it would fit.
Anyway.
Scarbles is walking behind Aurora, and she's gotten out her quarterstaff and is like trying to poke her hair where it's drifting way out behind her.
Okay. As you are walking along,
Roll the hit.
suddenly... What?
A shot rings out in the distance.
Anyway, as you were walking along, elderly man in robes walks up to you guys. Hello? Are you heading... Do you know the directions to, Norwich?
Yes, it's that away.
Old gentleman.
Thank you very much.
Is anything amiss?
Your troubles.
Agreed. You seem a little out of breath, sir.
I'm just traveling from Aurora to see what the current situation in that town is. Bit of a long trek.
I see.
It appears as though we've stolen this man's job.
Well, you should have gotten there sooner. Not our problem.
The thing,
Aurora, neutral with the situation. She wants to help him, but is like, I want to get paid.
so thank you for giving me directions. You are given 20 gold.
Jesus!
Yay!
Not each, 20 gold in total.
Which would be
That's 6 ways.
3 each. 2 people
Three.
get 4.
Generous old man.
Rather
You know,
generous.
this man's robes are actually fairly nice.
What's the math if everybody gets 4? Who gets gypped?
I'll just take 3.
Galvonis will take 4.
Scarbles take 3.
Ceaderbrook will take 3.
Enzo will take 4.
So,
Alright,
we'll
so
take
that
the last
leaves.
3.
Yes, I leaves. Okay.
Figured Enzo would.
Already making that potion money back.
Scarbles gives the 3 people who got 3 1 each of hers.
Oh,
Nice.
Aww.
Anyway,
But she
I
does
mean, I
it by
don't
just
do it.
running up to you, grabbing your hand, and smacking it in it.
Or I was
I thought
just
you were going to say she does it by
confused.
putting it in a sling and throwing it at them.
Not quite.
okay.
She doesn't have a sling, she has a knife.
Anyway, as you walk along, you now see a gate area, or not a gate area, a uplift of with an opening, but the opening is covered by a caged door. You can probably assume that this is the entrance to the sewer because of the vile smell coming from it.
I was about to ask, do we smell shit?
Yes, you
Oh shit!
literally.
This smells like the deep, rotting swamp.
Is the yucky water place?
Well, we're getting paid, so can't really complain too much.
Galvonis,
I don't have
I've done without
prestidigitation.
seeing the sewer.
Galvonis, before anybody steps on in, Galvinus kind of takes a step forward. He's got this kind of, like, the gears turning in his head look. You know, I'm wondering if we can just end this job really quickly, and he will cast,
Oh
Siri. Hold on, let me find the spell.
Oh,
Oh,
He will cast Sacred Flame into the methane cloud.
Ooh.
Now this will either explode the tunnel, or it'll just get rid of the nasty smell for now. That's his thinking.
Bad idea.
How
It's a
flammable
really
is it?
bad idea.
you shoot it, it just gets rid of the nasty smell.
All right. Galvanus does his Galvanus does his little hand symbols by the flaming light of forethought, and he does searing flame into the opening.
Aurora
Guy
says.
takes cover.
Fire!
You see a radiant flame come out, and it just seems to get rid of the methane smell. Nothing like really ignites in it.
Well, now we know.
Scarbles.
Ceaderbrook recoils from the flame.
Scarbles starts rapidly patting Ceaderbrook's leg.
Inner leg or outer leg?
Outer
It is at this point that it will occur to you. It is at this point that it will occur to you, so I will reveal it to the party that Ceaderbrook has a vulnerability to fire and will take double fire damage.
Oh, he's a tree man. Kind of expected that.
It okay, big talking tree?
So what do you guys do now?
Yeah, he's fine. He was taken aback.
Enzo, do
Kai's gonna
something.
look at the party and ask if anyone needs to carry torches.
I got us covered. She's gonna cast light.
Ah, much better.
Galvanus?
I don't have a description of it, but yeah, I cast
It's
light.
pretty self-explanatory, thank goodness.
So, it's bright.
What does
Describe your spell.
Enzo do?
It's bright. It's not dark.
Enzo, what do you do?
Question, is the entrance locked?
You don't know.
If it was, he should have given us a key.
Do you try opening it?
Sure.
It's locked.
Shit, it's long.
Stupid short hairy man.
Don't worry, I'll take care of this, hopefully. Maybe not. I don't know.
No, you actually hear the lock give out. And it opens.
Dark clothes man is a sneaky man.
It's probably been rusting from the
I will move to
podcast.
the map now.
Oh, I honestly just get locked out of my house all the time. It's just practice.
Impressive.
I'll have to move things around.
No way.
What?
I found this exact same map for another scenario today.
That's fun.
No spoilers.
Oh yeah. Warning.
Right.
This map had grid marks already, so you're gonna have to guesstimate the.
Can it be resized or?
I tried
Minimize the
resizing. It won't resize to the point of
So it's just really cramped.
You can resize all of us by grabbing us.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. How do I
I'm gonna zoom in a little bit.
There we go. You're all gonna be a bit small.
Trying to make mine smaller.
You can only do it when you're the DM.
Oh, well, that's dumb.
I'm sorry.
Ceaderbrook no exist.
Make Scarbles super tiny, damn it.
Make Scarbles larger than everyone else. Scarbles big.
Wait, a
She's
large
only like
piece-
3 feet tall. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, half the size of Kai, that works.
Scarbles proportionately accurate.
Where
Ceaderbrook is not on here.
Oh, did you want me to drag myself in? Or were you
Yes.
gonna move me? Okay. There.
and I will resize this.
Takes up the whole fucking thing.
Is
Yeah.
Ceaderbrook, is he not classified as a large creature?
He is not. He's just out. He's the same size as like a Goliath,
He-
which
yeah,
is the
he has
largest
a
of the
large-
mediums.
Okay.
He's
Yes,
like
Goliath
8'2".
Damn,
Okay, so
that's tall.
yeah.
Oh, I can't control my character.
Really?
Yeah.
For editing privileges.
Scarbles
I
runs
can
up to
rotate
Galvonis
him?
and like yanks
Like
him.
I can
Oh, I
rotate
think
him,
for
but
this
if I press
particular
my
map,
arrow keys, it doesn't move.
I don't think it works for this.
Oh,
There's
it's-
because there's no grid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
There's no
to
grid
manually
now.
drag.
Okay.
So, there are two directions you can go. One seems to have an actual cage. Unlike the other one, it doesn't seem to actually have a lock to it. The other one seems to lead to a straight corridor.
And we came from the south or from the west?
You
I think
came
we
from,
came from
here.
Oh, we came from that way. Okay. Move myself in that corner.
I can't
Well-
believe I got the same thing that you did, Storm.
Yeah.
I'm immediately going to
Okay,
go to
well-
the one that leads off of the map.
God damn it.
I'm gonna shine my light spell over here.
There's nothing. Okay, so there's nothing really of interest here. You just see
Shine's
another.
30 feet, if you need a reference.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
Wait, what the heck? I know I did the freaking
there's 30.
Oh, there it is. Reveal area. Again, new. This is all you see. It's just caged off areas.
Hold on a minute. What's this thing on the ground?
That's not really anything. That was just on the map when I got it.
Okay.
Galvonis
That seems
will.
like this way is the dead end.
Galvonis will look down at Scarbles, noticing that she's tugging on his cloak.
Fancy Cape Man is a magic man.
Indeed.
What kind of fancy magic man does fancy magic man do? I mean, fancy magic, just fancy magic, man.
Galvonis just kind of raises an eyebrow at that. I do the sort of basic magic that anyone can do. I can do the same thing that she does, and he will hold out his hand, and I call upon the light of the first heaven, and he casts light.
Shiny! Scarbles can't do magic.
It does take a sort of tempered mind to do it, I guess.
Scarbles frowns. Scarbles has tempered mind.
Aurora's gonna pat your head.
He like hisses and runs away.
Maybe slightly more than a tempered mind is required for magic.
Anyway, what do y'all do?
Also, I suppose since we only gotta go that way, we might as well just go that way.
Okay, what is the marching order?
Scarbles go!
He just dashes forward.
I think
In the
that
wrong direction. Okay.
Scarble! Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
No.
Here we go.
15. Okay, Scarbles, as you are running, you manage to basically, you notice some drippings coming from the area,
Ew.
and you manage to dodge them in the nick of time. You see this thing come down from the ceiling.
Is it a fat turd?
Slime. Most
Is it a
likely.
pleasant squirrel? Or a rabbit?
No, that's not a squirrel. That's not a squirrel.
Oh wait, give me a sec.
A reveal area, Kit.
It didn't. No, it's a. God damn it. What the
This is
heck?
why I don't like GM player.
Like
Oh yeah, I had to right click.
You run into a poo elemental. Well, I was close.
You nearly get engulfed by a gelatinous slime. And it's a
Scarbles.
Everyone roll initiative.
Scarbles dodge rolls out of the way and is just like,
Look out!
Oh god,
This is one. If there's
Oh,
any that I want a one for,
three.
this is it. Give me the one. Oh,
Where is the slime initiative?
Scarbles will trade.
this job
check
just
out that
became
sweet
as
modifier.
horrible as it could be.
I do not actually see where the slime initiative is.
Didn't roll anything.
No,
you
I
want
know
us to
that.
actually use the initiative table?
There it goes.
Yay,
There we
there
go.
I am.
There it is.
Yeah, but I don't know if like gelatinous gets like a bonus to stuff.
Let me see.
Can't imagine it does.
I don't believe
What's the
so.
name of the monster? I'll look it up real quick on D&D Beyond.
Just gelatinous cube.
Oh my god, are you fucking serious?
I know.
We're gonna die!
I lowered it down so it wouldn't be a TPK.
It
Okay.
has
Okay.
a 3 dexterity, so it has a negative
It-
4.
Yeah, it's -4.
Okay.
Add yourself to
everybody
the
else-
initiative, folks.
Everybody
I
else,
accidentally clicked it a bunch of
Wow.
times.
everybody else, please re-roll your initiative so it can get onto the tracker.
Click on your
Except for me.
icon before you roll your initiative.
Yeah.
Oh,
You should be able to right click on the thing and add
Yeah. Okay. I think
Okay,
do that.
I rolled mine. There we go.
did it work?
Natural one. You have to
If
click
you
your
click-
character image.
Yeah,
Oh.
on
Okay,
the map.
that's fine.
Wait. Why did
On the map.
does the slime get added?
Yes. And
Well, that's because
if
I
you go
accidentally-
in, yeah,
why did
if
the
you
slime get
go
added?
onto the turn order and click on the number next to your name, you can change it so that it matches the initiative you rolled the
yeah,
first time.
press enter.
So that, and then,
That I
Wait,
was
why
not
did-
aware
why
of.
didn't the slime get
Okay.
initiative out of
and then that?
We're
Mine
still
Did that
There
pop
you
up on
are.
there? Oh, there we go.
that easy.
The slime
Ah.
rolled a 0.
I see the 0.
No, it did not. It rolled a.
So now you can double click the 0 and change
It
it.
rolled a 3, but it's fine.
There we are. Ascending order.
I
Descending
think
order.
Nope.
one is descending.
Hey,
Okay,
Psychology.
Enzo, you are up first.
I was about to be like, holy shit, it's a trick room gelatinous cube.
Well, the tiny child has appeared to have gotten trapped. Let us see what.
Scarbles not a child. Scarbles is 11.
And she also nearly escaped.
Enzo will pull out his bow and give it a shot. With the 21.
That hits. Roll damage. And I believe you also get sneak attack damage with that because an enemy is within 5 feet of it.
Oh, that was 9. What am I rolling for sneak attack?
1d6.
Yeah, 1d6 for level 1 rogues.
Let's see. Let me move this a bit.
Is it helmet?
Let's see, 1d6. There we go. 3.
Okay.
Running to the restaurant.
Let me
Okay.
see here.
You did a sizable chunk to it.
Class features.
It is now Mr.
Yeah, one
Pike's
piece.
turn.
He is also going to be drawing his bow and firing.
14.
I believe that also hit.
It has a AC of 6, so...
Yep. Roll damage.
Okay.
How am I gonna hit that?
That is... Okay. Did that much to it. Now it is Mr. Ceaderbrook's turn.
I draw the bludgeon of the backwoods. I step forward. You see Ceaderbrook reach behind him, and if you didn't notice it before, you realize now because it might have blended in with his leg. He has a giant maul, a two-handed hammer made of a long branch that stretches out and then attaches itself to a stump.
Oh, he has a wood
And
hammer and a Pokemon move.
Yeah, an entire stump. It's a gigantic mallet, in essence. And he's going to
Love
roll an
it.
attack on the cube. 14.
Yeah.
Yep, that hits.
And I will hit him for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, that down.
These things
that
have a
much.
decent chunk of HP.
Yep.
And then I will end my turn.
Galvonis.
Galvonis shall outstretch his hands and declare, "By the wrath of Abroxis!" And he'll do Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, actually, I'm here.
Son of a bitch, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I knew it.
Nat 1!
I'll roll to see severity on this.
This is just like what happened in the other campaign.
Wait, how do you have Eldritch Blast?
Warlock.
Oh.
Celestial.
Oh, he's a warlock. I wasn't aware of that.
I thought he was a cleric the whole time.
I guess a sorcerer, but
Okay, so that might help me later.
Okay, give me a sec to roll
Yeep.
some for this.
Okay.
That's the second time.
Not
Just so
terrible.
we're clear, in both campaigns, the first Eldritch Blast has been a Nat 1.
Yeah, I know. That's why I say I should have called that. I should have put down money on that.
Okay, so your Eldritch Blast just whiffs by the gelatinous cube.
Terrible
Galvonis.
sucks.
Galvonis mumbles under his breath, "God damn it, Abroxis."
That end your turn?
No, I use my free action to flip at the bird.
It doesn't seem phased.
Go ahead.
It's my turn.
Aurora, you're...
Alright. I'm gonna migrate up to it. I'm gonna poke it with my rapier.
Okay. Roll to hit. Hit.
interesting weapon choice against a gelatinous cube. Can't take
Okay.
a chunk off it.
As you pierce this thing, it suddenly just starts deflating. As you see it fall to the ground. You have beaten this cube.
Scarbles pounces
Yeah,
on
I
it
got
and
a
starts
feeling that'll-
smacking the shit out of it.
As you start smacking it, it starts to kind of spread away. God damn it.
Die.
It starts to spread away. Little pieces of it start to go back where it was originally.
By the way, I focus the ball of light to be right here.
Wait, isn't light spell you choose an item that you're holding?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'd be my rapier, I suppose. I just hold it up. I just always envisioned it as a floating orb that follows you.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Anyway,
Or like clairvoyance from Skyrim.
I think that one had a light spell.
I did. Anyways, moving on.
I told you guys wouldn't get TPK'd. Anyway,
Gross.
Is it worth
So much for rats and snakes.
Is this worth the 10 gold? Is this worth the 10 gold?
If we're
Aurora's
doing
gonna
things like
wipe the blade of her rapier in the just off, and then sheath it.
I was hoping you weren't
Sure.
gonna say in the water.
Yeah, don't do that. That's poo water. That's ew. Ugh.
How many arrows does Enzo have?
Usual rule of D&D, if you try to retrieve your arrows, you get half as much.
But how many does he have to begin with?
Normal starting amount.
Oh, which is?
20.
That's
Yeah.
20. 20 is usually the default for any ranged weapon.
Scarbles slides her staff back onto her back, flicks some goo off of herself, and then immediately sprints ahead again.
well, nice to be a decent scout.
Okay.
By the way, there is a wall here, just ignore it. It's not actually there.
Oh, up here, you mean?
Bloop.
Oh. Oh, up this way, okay.
Yeah, it's a normal passageway. There's nothing, like, actually there.
It goes under.
Scarbles is like double dashing, so unless you guys are running real fast, you probably aren't catching up with her yet.
Yeah, Aurora's gonna try to keep up with her.
Yeah, as you
Kai's fine with a
notice,
light sprint.
you do notice a few rats and snakes around the area. It's not really like... It doesn't seem like too many are here.
Whenever I see one, I immediately smack the shit out of it.
Okay, Maxim said out some common snakes and rats.
Yeah.
Gets
I whip them.
But they're good.
Scarble smack.
Real good.
Galvonis just kind of cringes and kicks one away with his foot.
Okay, as you enter this area, you see a very empty space. The only things...
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Deja vu!
Deja vu, dude.
The only things of interest you notice are two doors. One right here, and one
There.
right... No. Here.
Oh, over here.
Do you go to these doors?
Jesus.
Coffee, 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 coffee.
Welcome to Scarbles.
Anyway.
Will someone please get that Java monster away from Scarbles?
Okay, so you actually go to this door?
Yes.
Okay, when you walk to this door, you notice something odd about it. It has a snake's head on it. A giant stone snake head on it.
I poke it with my staff.
You poke it, it does nothing.
Have you found something
Hit
of
it.
interest?
Scarbles find snake door.
Perhaps.
Perhaps the snakes come from the snake door.
Snakes. Why does it always have to be snakes?
And rats.
While everybody else is looking at that door, I sprint over to the other one.
It's the same as the other door, except this one has a giant rat's head on it.
Fancy magic man, right? This is the rat door.
So it appears to be.
Well, here's our snakes and rats.
Which one do we want to
Scarbles.
deal with?
Bangs her staff against the rat door and is just like,
Come out so Scarbles can smack.
Why exactly is there a snake and a rat door down in the sewers?
But he probably built it, most likely.
For snakes and rats to live in.
But why? This is a poo-infested hellhole down here. Why would you build a door specifically to a snake and specifically to a rat?
One, rats live in the sewers. Snakes can live almost anywhere, so yeah.
Ugh. Ugh.
Snakes like water.
Points at her.
Galvonis
Exactly.
moves away a little bit. Ugh.
That still doesn't.
Scarbles saw a snake in latrine one time.
Ugh.
Still doesn't quite explain why we're here, but
Assuming to get rid of one.
Scarbles jumps up and grabs the rat, just like hanging from it and pulling.
Aurora will try to open the snake door.
As you try to open these doors, they seem fairly well shut. But you do notice some writing along the door.
Is it in a language that I recognize?
Do you read Draconic?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
You read the word, give feast to the great snake, or let pain come to those who refuse.
You repeat that or write that down.
Sure.
Scarbles find scribbles. The scribbles that make the words.
Those ones are actually in common, and it's the same thing, but it's
Scarbles can't read.
Right.
Fancy magic man, or fancy hair man, or sneaky man. Somebody come read the scribbles.
Ugh. Alright. Ugh.
Kyle moves over there as well. What language is it in?
Common.
Oh. Well, that's easy.
Give feast to the great
Easy for you to say.
rats or be harmed. A
Basically-
feast. Give
Basically,
food.
the snake says, give feast to the great snake, while the rat says, give feast to the great rat.
Give feast. What's that supposed to mean?
Probably means food or something.
Scarbles, still hanging off the rat, reaches into her pocket and pulls out a ration and smashes it against the face of the rat.
Enzo, what do you want to do?
With my history of 16, would I put together that maybe this has something to do with perhaps a rat king?
Possibly.
I am removing a ration.
Do you just smash it, or do you do something particular with it?
I smush the ration against the rat face.
You smush it against it, it doesn't seem to do anything.
For the snake head, is the mouth open?
Yes,
Scarbles' idea not work.
the mouths are
Feed it
open.
a ration. The snake
As you
head.
put a ration into its mouth, it slowly goes down the snake head, and you hear a as the store slowly opens.
Did none of my ration go in the mouth?
None of your ration went into the mouth.
Against the head.
I was smashing it against like its snout or whatever, like what you were. I was pretending to feed it. I'm not dumb.
Sorry.
Wait.
Revealing this area.
Scarbles' idea work after all. Scarbles aimed
Go
just
ahead,
off.
then.
Almost. We better go that way first.
So I'll enter in.
Ugh, this place.
Scarbles sprints past you.
Ugh. Oh god.
You enter
Jesus.
in, you see the room kind of opening up to this area.
One sec.
Oh, hello.
And as
Hello,
you
hello.
enter in, you are greeted by. Give me a second. I need to go back to GM there. You are greeted by a Yon. Give me a sec to find her appearance.
Can just
There
zoom
it is.
in.
Oh,
There it is.
God. Who is sleeping
pure
in the
blood.
sewers down here?
No,
Whoops.
here it is. You see a woman who stands about 6'5". The woman is very slender looking in red robes that seemed very elegant a while ago, but have been tattered and messy from the sewer.
Kind of makes sense.
There also seems to be holes near the bottom of the robe, like where her feet are, along with a few burn marks on her outfit. She's completely human looking, with the exception being her yellow eyes with slitted pupils resembling that of a snake. She also seems to have some patches of red scales along her arm. Well, what have we here?
Creepy lady.
Scarbles, please. They're called sewer bums.
Excuse me?
Sorry, we didn't mean
I
to.
will be polite. If I were you,
Scarbles found
honest.
sewer bum.
I am Ceaderbrook.
And what brings you here?
Scarbles here to smash rats and snakes.
Smash rats and snakes?
We're asked to deal with the infestation.
I told Rufus that we should stop having his rats exit to the city or town.
Creepy lady has something to do with rats, doesn't she?
Not the rats in particular, more of the snakes.
And
Oh, you first.
okay, Ceaderbrook is going to attempt to persuade her just by asking nicely. He's just going to say,
Could you stop making the annoying creatures that the townspeople dislike bother them?
I could. But the problem is that my snakes need food.
Can't they eat the rats?
That would cause more problems with Rufus as it is. Currently, me and him are in sort of a turf war.
Over a
Weird
sewer.
setup.
We both claim this area, and we don't agree to live with each other.
Well,
Well, we don't want to get involved in your quarrel. Simply that the effect stops harming those on the outside.
If you assist me, I could have my snakes eat his rats, but only if we defeat him in battle.
Ugh.
What snakes do then?
they will eat the rats.
What snakes do after that?
There
Possibly
will
find
be many.
more vermin in this sewer.
As long
But-
as they don't deal or inflict the town and don't cause any harm, I guess we can come to an agreement on that.
But why snakes?
What do you mean, why snakes?
Why snakes?
She's very blunt. I apologize for her actions.
Don't apologize for Scarbles. Scarbles mean what Scarbles say.
Face
Why
palm.
snakes?
Well, because I have a talent of controlling snakes.
Why is Creepy Lady making snakes in the sewer? What does Creepy Lady do with snakes?
I control them, they are my subject. As long as I have this staff. And she shows a very, very elegant golden staff with some snakes curling up towards the top of it. Basically, think of Mercury's symbol.
But
Or the staff of
But
Mercury.
what does Creepy Lady need snakes to do?
I need people to follow me. So what better way than to use the snakes?
Can I incite her to see if she's evil?
Snakes are excellent
Sure.
companions.
God damn it, why am I rolling like ass?
Scarbles, you have to see it this way. She's been living down in the sewers, inhaling poop fume for probably what must be years now. It's schizophrenia has to be setting it at this moment.
Okay, I'm rolling insight as well on this snake lady.
We have to even wonder whether or not her mortal foe is not a hallucination brought on by the methane.
Scarbles just think snakes seem more dangerous to people than rats.
I know. Scarbles.
Well, that's
As you guys are talking, you just hear, like, from above you in the distance, a bang. And the Yanti seems to just barely get out of the way. Damn it, Rufus! Fuck you, bitch!
Oh God!
Cut out at the right time.
Oh God! This is.
What was that?
That was Rufus.
perhaps.
Rufus makes explosions?
No, he has a gun.
What's the gun?
Perhaps we should include both Rufus and you in the discussion of how best to resolve this problem peacefully.
I refuse to negotiate anything with that rat.
Al looks to the rest of the crew. Seems like we only got one option: either help her or.
If you help me, I can get Rufus's special item that lets him control the rats.
Ooh.
What else do you have to
I
offer?
mean,
What's stopping us from helping Rufus?
Honestly, I don't want to help either of them. They have been living in other people's pee for what has to be. I'm just saying, I'm just pointing out the obvious.
This staff,
It is true that this is a layer of stinky water.
if this... I don't technically need this staff. It just helps me controlling the snakes.
It's
I can control them fine on my own. If you help, I will let you claim whatever Rufus has, as well as give you my staff.
yes, because there's so much that a bum can offer us. Nobody touched the staff without wiping it down. It's probably covered in septis.
Cringes at that.
For such rudeness, Galvantis.
I'm merely stating the obvious, and he will head on out of the room, go looking for Scarbles.
She is scraping the rations that she smashed on the rat face and like shoving them into the mouth.
Oh, Scarbles, wipe your hands before touching those. Those have been on the ground. You have no idea what's been crawling around down here.
Scarbles will bathe after Scarbles gets out of this smelly place.
Oh, God.
So I ask her like a simple question.
Why do you remain here in the sewer when a beautiful forest lies outside?
To tell you the truth, I don't prefer the forest. I could go to the city of Althea, but they have a problem with other races.
You're not wrong about that.
So anyway, Scarbles is trying to open the door and sliding the food down.
Yeah, Galvonis will help her out the best that he can. He'll, like, lift her up to kind of put the food into the mouth, awkwardly wipe his hand off on the wall.
Immediately scratches your hand.
Oh, oh, God, nope. Prestidigitation, clean off.
As you do this, just like the snake door,
and Galvonis will knock out. Oop, it goes further. Alright.
Scarbles levels a finger at you.
I opened the door, but it hurts my back.
Scarbles levels a finger at you and narrows her eyes.
No touch, Scarbles.
Duly noted.
He sprints away.
Anyways, I suppose we better go catch up to them before they get into any trouble.
We'll consider your offer at least.
I'm considering it more than helping a rat.
okay, Scarbles, as you enter in, hold on,
My thing keeps double clicking. I need a new mouse.
Mom.
you see a humanoid rat who is very scrawny, that stands about 5'1". He is wearing a rather old-looking trench coat, a black shirt underneath it. He has gray fur with black hair over it, like kinda, it's pretty long. On his hip, he carries what seems to be a very meh-looking six-shooter. He possibly made himself.
Ugh.
And he looks towards the group. What are you doing here?
Scarbles points her staff at him.
Why rats?
Why Goblin?
Wow, someone who speaks Scarbles language.
Scarbles asked first.
I live here.
Hello there. We just had a talk with your neighbor, and we understand there's a dispute. Listen, we don't want to get into the middle of your fight, but,
As you mention the idea of a neighbor, he pulls out his gun and points it towards.
Don't shoot me with that, please. It's covered in filth. God.
You've been talking to Zamfia. You're an enemy.
With the way she smells, not really. I'm kind of an enemy to everyone down here. Oh, God. And he realizes he's stepping in the middle, and he'll step off to the side.
We are in the employ of a man from a local village. They complain of many rats and snakes causing much trouble for them above on the surface. We
I don't know about my rats causing trouble. Might be that lying bitch, Gianna.
We have reason to believe both rats and snakes are causing trouble, and we wish to find a way to reduce this issue.
I roll insight on this rat man.
Okay.
Sure, I will.
I will.
That's a 20.
22.
You guys notice this man seems very paranoid.
He's insane. That's great. It's freaking fabulous.
Look, if you kill Sophia, I can take her staff and make her snakes stop.
But rats also need stop.
Well, fine, I'll make my rats stop. I can do it with my little flute. He pulls out a pretty nice looking flute.
But why rats?
Rat friendly. Rats are nice. Rats are understand me.
So, rats are Ratman's friend?
Yes.
So, rats are Ratman's friend, and snakes are creepy ladies' slaves.
I guess.
This is what happens when you live in the sewers for too long.
Hey,
Scarbles choose.
Wasn't my choice to live here. The freaking city threw me out.
Scarbles chooses to smack Snake Lady.
Let us not get so recklessly violent.
Ah, good. Someone to join Rufus's army.
Scarbles not into armies.
I'm with her on that one, as much as...
Scarbles more of a free agent.
that I agree with. The others not so much. No offense.
Perhaps if some of the rats ate some of the snakes, and some of the snakes ate some of the rats, and
As
they
soon as you
all
say the idea of
remained
rats
downstairs.
or the snake eating the rats, he pulls his gun towards. What was that?
Ugh.
Everything needs
Cut off,
to
mate.
eat. Even snakes.
I don't care for snakes.
Look, we were simply just asked to take care of the damn infestation by the town. We just need one of you two to leave.
It's simple. If you help me kill Sophia, the rat and snake problem will end. I'll have the staff and I can make the snakes do whatever I want. And the rats will eat the snakes. Simple as that.
Okay. Can I make an intelligence check to determine who's a better choice to do?
Sure.
With a
your own
flat
meat
0.
brain.
I don't... Oh, no, you rolled a 10.
I think it's
They
No, I don't
both
think-
seem a bit bad off of each other. Possibly Zomphia would be the better choice since he seems a bit more stable?
She seems like she could actually follow through on a deal. Like, I believe this guy, if you gave him the servant staff, he would just send both of them up.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
He oughta- Okay.
How much, out of
I
curiosity,
still
how
haven't
much...
given up on forcing them to cohabitate.
Yeah, that seems out of the question.
Out of curiosity, how much spare gold does everyone have?
I have 29.
29. I can throw in the 9 that I have here.
Scarbles either has 10 or 100.
There's a very large difference between. Let me see your pouch. Let me see your pouch.
No.
All right, then I won't tell you how much you have then.
Maybe I can intimidate him.
Scarbles has 10 in her pouch, but also Scarbles has 100.
Probably silver, most likely.
No, 100 gold.
110 then.
No, Scarbles has 10 yellow shinies in her pouch, and Scarbles also has 100 yellow shinies. Somewhere else.
What?
Okay, weird goblin habits, sure.
Scarbles' name is Scarbles.
I know.
What if we set up like a challenge between the two of them? Winner gets
What?
money, where they can go live elsewhere.
Nowhere else
So-
we can live.
It's a
No, I was about to.
Ceaderbrook's forest would be okay for either.
another sewer.
Snakes seem like they would be better in not a sewer.
What was it?
Rats like sewers.
Yeah, we do.
So make snakes leave.
I can't make them leave unless I have the staff.
We make snakes leave.
Then you have to kill Zonfia.
No, we're not murdering people. Oh, God.
I don't think that any of this is gonna go anywhere. It's either we kill him or we kill her.
Scarbles votes kill creepy lady.
Should we have a meeting out in the commons area?
Let's discuss this outside.
Pardon us, good sir.
Pardon us.
We're going to have
Oh,
a meeting.
Discussion.
Scarbles.
Ratman.
What?
How does Ratman feel about spiders?
They're okay.
And she, like, nods approvingly before running off.
Everybody's just gonna come back to this large room here, I suppose.
oh my god, this is so.
Scarble sprints past everybody into the other chamber.
Are you not?
Oh, I grab her.
They're both.
Dexterity.
They're both
Okay,
just weird
versus
people
my
living in a sewer.
strength of -1.
Okay, I have like 2 ideas.
I dodge the shit out of you and go run to the snake lady.
Hold on a minute.
I have 2 ideas.
Can.
If it, Scarbles.
What are you doing here?
How does snake lady feel about spiders?
They're fine, I suppose.
I narrow my eyes at her and then back out at full speed.
Wait, I don't have mage hand. Never mind.
And besides, you couldn't even do it with Mage Hand. It can only lift 10 pounds.
Can
Well,
attempt.
I'm like a 3-foot goblin with not a lot of body fat.
Anyways,
Alright. Should we... Oh, God. Ideas. Should we, like, set up a rats versus snakes tournament for them to, like, swim around this, whoever does the lap the quickest? Or, I don't know. Should we set up, like, a dinner for them or something?
What if we just remove both? We were tasked of killing both.
But... killing bombs in the sewers just doesn't feel right with me.
actually, in my personal opinion, I dislike the rats. He seemed a little bit too crazy.
Can
No
I-
duh. They're living in the sewers.
I'm speaking
what do you wanna do?
literally.
like some sort of history or arcana or something to know what the fuck a Yanti is?
Sure.
Which one?
History, I guess.
Way more history than anything.
Nope.
You do not know.
Fuck
Very
it,
much
I'm gonna
not.
roll.
Somehow you
Snake
were,
lady creepy.
somehow you were told a bit more than Scarbles. All you were told was that the Yanti live in this island that is the natives tend to be hostile towards outsider called the Wildlands. And that is pretty much all you know about the Yuan-ti.
Didn't mention that they're all evil.
Nobody really knows that they're all evil. The Wildlands is an uncharted area.
I mentioned that to everybody, and I give them my 2 cents that I think that the snakes are to be reckoned with if we harm her.
Ugh.
Would they really know?
Shrugs. Nobody knows. It's uncharted territory.
Snakes seem more dangerous to people who are worried about pests.
As much as I agree with you on that, her people might come back and kill us all.
Her people? Her and the rest of her sewer-dwelling clan, you mean?
I don't know. My vote's still for removing both of them.
A wise parable was brought to me, an insight of sorts. They say that ignorance is the root of all evil. Now, I don't know about you, but these two seem to have a great anonymity towards each other. It's fair to say? Fair to say. So why don't we remove the ignorance between them? Get them to know each other a little better. We could set up...
Fancy magic man wants to set them up on a date?
Why not? They seem like they have a lot in common.
It's a terrible idea. I'm going to ask the snake lady about something.
I approve.
I mean, they both live in the sewer, they both love animals. There's some common ground between
Aurora
there.
is going to ignore these fucking idiots and go to the snake lady.
I think I saw some barrels back there we could set up as a table, something. We don't have to tell them this is happening.
Aurora's gone at this point.
Yes, goodbye. Goodbye.
Moves to Aurora. Is there something you need?
I have a simple question. Are you from a civilization of Yuan-ti that are from that one island that's uncharted? The Wildlands?
I am. Why do you ask?
Okay, here's a theoretical question I brought up with my group, and I don't know the answer to. Say that we did side with Ratman. I'm not saying that we're going to. What would happen if we took the staff?
Wait,
Theoretically speaking. Her staff. If we took her staff.
I still have control over my snakes, just not complete control. They are loyal to me.
I'm just curious, will your people come after us if we do kill you?
What kind of question is that?
Glares at you.
The sound of screams comes from the other chamber.
Insinuating on murdering me.
I guess we have to kill the snake lady now.
As she asks this,
No.
okay, wait. As she asks this, you notice some snakes are starting to come out of the walls.
Oh shit. No. Completely being honest, I just needed a hypothetical question being answered.
Roll persuasion.
Well, he's found.
Disadvantage.
Scarbles still thinks Ratman seemed nicer.
He is.
She is not. She kind of lowers the staff, and snakes start receding a bit.
Okay, that's performance.
Okay, we'll just
What's
say.
your modifier?
You do a ha-cha-cha.
Anyway, if you did kill me, my snakes would come to get you.
Okay, good to know. And she leaves.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We set up a dinner, and then while they're distracted with each other, we take their things.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
No.
Say we're killing the rat man. I don't care what you all say.
Oh, God.
No, kill Snake Lady.
Her snakes will come after us if we kill her.
Scarbles can smack snakes.
Who says the rats won't come after us?
Country.
Sewer infested with snakes more dangerous than sewer infested with rats. Should get rid of snakes.
An
I feel like I'm talking to a fucking
demands harmony between those that live within it.
They're not going to get along with each other.
Well, then
Scarbles agrees with that part.
Force them to.
It won't work, Tree Man.
what are you thinking?
We tell them both that if they will not get along in this place, they will be forced to leave or be killed.
Scarbles think
a
they will
shot?
probably both attack. But okay.
We're at an at-home disadvantage here.
It's just like
all of you roll me perception.
Oh dear.
A massive,
20.
corn-covered poo gently floats past us.
Finally.
15.
Nat 20, baby.
Storm and Scarbles.
Hey,
And,
don't forget Aurora. She rolled a 20.
yeah, Scarbles, Aurora, Storm, and Ceaderbrook.
Scarbles got big ears for hearing.
You notice as you're talking, you see glowing eyes watching you, like from the entrances and walls. You recognize some of them as snake eyes and rat eyes.
See, they're getting along right now.
We must convince them. Oh, sorry.
Yes, turn on your audio.
Convince them to live in harmony.
Like I'm talking to a goddamn brick wall.
A tree,
I'm
actually.
a tree.
Thank you.
not bricks.
You are a tree.
I mean, if you guys are at a standstill, you could always roll persuasion against each other.
Nah.
No inter-character rolling.
Sorry.
I want to at this point.
No, it's so rude.
It looks like Ravik wants to say something.
Ravik, what are you doing here? You're in the wrong campaign.
You know it.
Yeah, you guys know you can change your portrait, right?
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
It's right below your text box where it says "as."
Yeah,
Blank.
you
Next
just
to the send button.
Select your character there.
Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. Shit.
It's right on your text box.
Text.
Trying to figure it out, but I don't know.
It says there's you have.
Oh, there
right
we go.
here. There. You go.
Hey. I'm sorry. I'm a dumbass when it comes to this shit.
Anyway. Enzo, what do you want to say?
Well, I personally don't see why we don't kill them both either.
Scarbles thinks we should vote.
Does anyone have any dice or something we can have these two roll?
Scarbles demands democracy.
Out of character, Kai does have a dice set.
I do not have anything like that. I'm a cleric.
We'll settle this.
Doesn't
The
Enzo have a
only
dice
way
set?
it can be set.
Well, we just vote. Like, say, okay, for example, Scarbles groups can stand over there, folk, and whoever wants to follow with the snake people, stand with me.
Scarbles counts 2 people wanting people to get along, 2 people wanting to kill both, and us wanting to kill one or the other.
Well, how about we make it then with Ceaderbrook's idea? Either they get along or they both die.
Scarbles is amenable to that.
Should we just bring them out into this open area and have them go at each other?
No, it's.
We can be the judges.
Don't think it's gonna work that way.
ungood.
No, both see it better to use us to kill the other.
But why do we have to be the pawn in their game?
But both of them have reason to be desperate and to seek asylum where they can.
How about this? We help out the loser find a new home. One that's just as quality as this sewer. Does that sound fair?
Fine, you guys do it your way. I'm going to stand back and watch.
Okay.
Where?
Aurora's going to stand back over here.
I mean, we could help them find another sewer to live in.
Where?
Somewhere. I mean, there's sewers all over the place.
Kinda seems above our pay grade.
You guys figure it out. You're the ones that wanted to decide on his idea.
Scarbles, talk to Ratman.
And, Ceaderbrook, do you want to go with her, and I'll see if I can talk to Snake Woman?
Sure.
Enzo, do you wish to come with me?
I don't have to.
I'll come with you.
Alright.
Ratman!
Hey? Oh, you again.
Yes. Scarbles and Scarbles.
And, the walking shrub.
Ceaderbrook. What is...
Walking, talking tree, yes.
Ceaderbrook, what is your name? You never
Rufus.
gave it.
We heard his name before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Creepy lady says Ratman's name before. Ratman.
What?
Yeah.
Ratman cares about rat friends, yes?
Of course I do. They're the only ones who understand me.
Ratman not want rat friends to die.
No, I do not.
Other people mostly want to kill you and all of your rat friends.
I'll shoot him!
Maybe there are more of us than you, and also you should probably just leave.
I can control the rats! I can fight you all!
Scarbles pretty good at smacking rats, so...
I'm not leaving this sewer.
Why?
I was here first.
Really?
Yes, of course.
How long?
Now, a month before that.
Scarbles, master of diplomacy.
Since when?
He says a month before she showed up.
Since when?
Since what? I'm confused. What's going on?
Like, has he been here, like, a month and a half, or a year, or what?
How long has the feud been going?
Kinda hard to tell time down here.
That's fair.
No, what? Accurate.
Redman not making this easy.
What if you and the woman traded your staves?
Ew, why?
You staves.
It's the plural of staff, okay?
I know.
You
No
could keep
way.
the
I'm not
snakes
getting-
from hurting
giving
your
out
rats. You could keep
No
the snakes
way.
from
I'm not
hurting
giving
your
out this.
rats. And she could keep the rats from hurting your snakes.
Do you know how hard it was to get this thing? No way I'm giving it to her.
But you would get a cool staff that controls snakes.
I don't want Snake.
This is where I'm...
This is where I'm rolling persuasion. to convince
Okay.
him.
Roll persuasion.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh.
22, baby.
That'd be an insight from him. Because I believe it's insight versus
It's insight.
persuasion.
Yes. Always.
Sense motive.
Give me a
There's no sense motive. Get your 5e out of get your 3e out of here.
I never played.
Well,
The theory, the logic is that he can protect his rats.
makes sense. Kind of like a hostage situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might work.
Basically, that way both of them have the one up against the other.
Well, I guess talking walking tree needs to convince creepy snake lady now.
Yep.
Smash cut to Galvonis and Kai.
Yeah. And I'll let you guys do your thing for a little bit before I wander in.
Alright, let me get that voice. Hello. Alright, so... Yes, hello again. Listen, we're trying to solve this out so that there's as little bloodshed as possible. It's... like... Is there any way we can come to a truce between you two?
To be short,
Truth.
either get along.
Let me know when I get there.
Beat that dragon, you cut out.
Sorry about that.
buddy.
He's also just gonna add to that. In short, if you don't learn to get along, I'm going to have to remove both of you.
And
Do you think you can take me and all of my minions?
let's...
As you see the snakes coming out from the...
I'm going to be very frank. This entire place that you've been living in is city property, and we are actually one of the most, if probably not the most patient people you will ever deal with. Because if it's not us that you're dealing with, you're probably going to be dealing with some gun-ho god who's going to be popping on down here and painting this entire grey catacombs red.
And with that, I'd like to roll for an intimidation.
Also insight. From
Ah, shit.
He will... Galvonis will roll persuasion, at least. Come on.
I think it was actually a pretty good one.
Come on,
Because,
baby.
I mean, she's clearly afraid of
Oh
guards.
god.
She's afraid of guards because otherwise she would just live in the city. Like, obviously she's afraid of guards.
Yeah, the idea of hearing guards
low.
coming in. The idea of hearing guards in the city makes her a bit... She kind of, like, shrinking that idea. I don't really
Kit,
like the idea
you're
of
cutting out a lot.
people coming... Oh, god
I
damn
can
it.
hear him alright.
Yeah, I can hear him.
It was cutting out for me a little bit there before he started his dialogue.
He was saying the thought of guards kind of makes her shrink back a little.
Well, get along and you won't have to deal with them or us. Easy as that.
So can I show up now?
And we'll be out of your snaky hair.
I need to reset my router.
Okay, take your time.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know
let's
the
take a
internet is
break.
terrible in the sewers.
I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm thirsty.
Yeah, IO break right now until my internet. Oh, it says my internet's good again, so just a quick
The audio for the podcast, or not for the podcast, for the actual.
I will get some water.
But how are y'all enjoying my first campaign?
It's poop and it sucks.
I'm actually being serious.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm having fun.
Yeah, this has been a fun session.
I've liked this little dilemma, and I think I like my solution.
How do I switch my icon?
Tom, it's right under the chat box.
Under the chat. Oh.
Hey, Kit, remember when you were like talking with me about elements of this campaign? I kept telling you, hey, remember, at some point the players will pull something that you won't expect. This is what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was afraid we were going to have to set up like a Lady and the Tramp sort of scenario here, except it'd just be the Tramp and the Tramp.
Person to try and do something.
So lucky Ravik doesn't exist in this one.
He would have just been electrocuted.
No, you would have been shipping the shit out of them.
Oh yeah.
Literally.
That would work.
Literally.
So listen, I've seen a snake swallow a rat. Ravik, no.
Jokes.
I hope it sounds better now.
You do.
It's okay, but I'll live with it. It's just gonna be shitty stream quality, but that's fine.
Yeah, for the 4 people who are watching, this is my first time
We have 4 people.
doing a campaign.
I advertised in a lot of places.
There we go.
Yeah, I wish we have
Well, I know
54
I'm
views.
watching. I know I'm
Is everyone?
watching.
Oh, is everyone back?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
There we go. Okay.
Tom, you there? No, wait,
Yeah.
Dragon's not here.
Morgan's muted. Might not be back yet.
I'm actually gonna hit the restroom real quick.
Okay.
I already did.
Yeah, it was funny. The moment Kit started revealing this section of the map, I was like, holy shit, this was the exact same map that I was looking at last night for something else that I was planning on using. So, ooh. Like, oh crap, he's using the same sites as me!
Scarbles isn't obnoxious.
Oh, I like Scarbles.
Yeah. I know she's a lot.
But
No, I'm just reading off the amount
about all
of feet that
this.
keeps going up there. Or 500, 600.
I did want to say I'm sorry about all this.
6-6, there we go, the devil.
This probably already would have been resolved a long time ago if I was playing any other character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I had to be playing a paladin who
Oh, Paladin.
was just discriminated against in the very city that she was. That they were discriminated by, and so he's like,
And Galvonis just sees no purpose in killing 2 sewer-dwelling people who are controlling minor pests. In a sewer, that's a 2-hour walk away.
Scarbles thinks the reason is probably money.
Anyway,
To solve one.
I don't know. My character's the opposite, where it's just because they're getting paid so little, it's not worth it to.
risk his
I'll
life
try to
at all,
fix them.
really.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Scarbles
getting.
gets that there's. Scarbles guesses that there's a net increase of helping people.
Anyways.
Oh, Ceaderbrook. Welcome.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Are we going?
yep.
Assuming.
Okay.
I come with glad tidings and wonderful news.
Wrong character!
I have devised of a plan, and the Rat Man has agreed to it.
What are we thinking, Ceaderbrook?
They swap magic sticks.
Can control your snakes even without the staff, correct?
I could do it, but it's much easier with staff.
Well, in order to better understand one another and cohabitate in this one place in the world where you can be safe from the city, living aside this annoying rat person, you and he should trade staves. You will control both. Each of you will control both the snakes and the rats here. You will be able to protect your snakes. You will be able to feed your snakes with the rats that you take control of. And he will be able to keep your snakes from eating his rats that he controls.
Give my staff to the rat!
Would you prefer one of the alternatives?
The alternative would be death or fleeing.
I'd rather die than give that rat my staff.
So, well, hold on, because this is...
Exactly where the rolls come back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got intimidated.
You already got
And
intimidated
persuaded.
once, so can I do this with...
Usually... Huh?
I was gonna say if I could ask if I could do this with advantage or something.
No, roll normally.
Okay. Would it be persuasion or intimidation? Doesn't matter.
Persuasion.
Okay. 16.
Damn.
It's looking good.
Give me a second to roll her insight. Again.
Did our previous successful intimidation and persuasion check do anything for this?
No.
Aw,
I could see in theory of the roll and give it advantage.
Oh,
for real.
or
Oh,
a disadvantage or something.
Yeah. This is some D&D.
She looks at the staff, and you can actually see a bit of pain in the idea of giving the staff away.
It's
I don't wish to do this.
But it is the way to survive.
If it's any solace, I'm sure he doesn't want to do it either. But it's called a compromise.
She just hands you the staff.
yay.
Scarbles still thinks this is kind of dumb.
Me too, Scarbles.
Do you really think there's any glory in beating up hobos? And Galvonis will make his way on out the room.
Scarbles thinks that they will still fight.
Yep, I will bring the staff over and complete the trade.
Wait, if we have snake staff, can't we just keep it?
No. Works.
I mean, theoretically, we could
If you
just kill the
want
bolt
to.
with the stabs.
We keep snake staff, get
No.
rat flute from Ratman, and keep rat flute also.
We could have the money and the blow!
Now that is morally wrong.
Who cares?
Are you
This is
sure your
D&D.
character is chaotic good?
I'm neutral good.
These are the evil people.
Alright.
These both strike me as chaotic neutral people.
Nah, that's where Kai draws a line. He'll stay morally good.
Alright.
So you hand
Yes.
the staff over.
I walk over and I say,
The deal is struck. Both of you will have an advantage over the other, so that you may cohabitate here in this sewer.
and he sees that I'm holding the staff, and then I hold out my hand.
Rolls his eyes and takes the staff, handing you the flute.
Yay.
Scarbles is still pretty sure you guys are going to fight and still cause problems for the town.
No, it'll be fine. Scarbles, shut up. Just me. This is just Gipsy. Scarbles, shut up.
I'm actually gonna roll.
Voice in Sky is only bad because Scarbles is right.
Well, if we have to come down a second time, absolutely make sure we kill him.
Then we can double our price.
And do you actually say that, by the way, in character?
Whoopsie.
The thing about yelling at the sky?
No, about the thing about, do you think they'll both go
Absolutely.
for it? Okay. I look back at him and I say,
Scarbles,
no.
he whispers to you, trust me, I don't plan to live peacefully with her.
Ah, Scarbles knew it.
Yeah, but now they have an advantage over each other, so that'll make it harder at least. So if they do
Scarbles
fight,
thought we
then
were
we'll-
here to stop fighting.
Yeah. We're here
no,
to-
that's not true. Actually, we're here to stop them from going up to the surface.
This will make it difficult for them to go to the surface.
They'll be too busy with each other.
You can't,
And in
what was
time,
the
they'll fall into
description
a
of
rhythm.
The full description of the job. Was it just to eliminate
Eliminate
both?
him. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's to eliminate. It's eliminate.
It was pest removal.
Thought so, but I wasn't sure.
But if snakes and rats are killing each other, see?
That's nature.
It'll
nature.
create an even balance.
Scarbles still thinks we lost the threat of this.
I lost the threat.
The thing is, I look back at him when he might have whispered something. I didn't hear it, or I did. I look back and I say,
Whatever trouble or peace you find with your fellow sewer dweller, know that if these rats or snakes continue to cause troubles for the village, worse than we six shall arrive, and everyone here will die. You, her, and all your friends. Try to live.
and I turn around and I leave. And then I bring the flute to this lady.
She'll take the flute, glaring at you.
You have to put your creepy lips on the rat flute.
I wash off with my water
Phrasing.
from my skin. My water skin. It is clean.
In quotations, clean as far as a sewer is concerned.
As a
And the
rat.
store whistle.
Be prepared for any sort of trickery he may mount against you.
Trust me, I've had trickery with him before.
I trust that your possession of this flute will secure your safety and allow you to live here without causing trouble for the village above.
She rolls her eyes.
Remember what they said. Remember what will happen if it does not.
Yeah.
And I walk out.
I back away doing the pointed eyes, pointed her thing.
As you walk away, Scarbles, you actually see a little bit of fire come off of her fingers.
And then it ignites the methane.
They're, like I said, they're allowed to kill each other. They're not allowed to cause trouble for other people.
I stick out my tongue at her and run away.
Well, that surely was time-consuming.
But
But in the end, we didn't have to harm anyone, except for that stupid jelly.
I'm this close to demanding double pay.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Let's do that.
Today
Agreed.
we did a
We're not
good
paid enough for
deed.
this shit.
Alright.
Everyone rejoice.
I'll rejoice once we're out of the sewers.
Scarbles
Agreed.
agree.
So all of you head out.
Oh yeah.
Works for
Get
me.
out of here.
Stay away from
We
the
leave
water.
it.
The shithole.
wait, should we investigate the rest of the? There's a little path there, but
Is there more?
Fuck it.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit,
Fuck
I'm
it.
As y'all leave, it's about mid-afternoon.
Okay.
Gal,
And you head.
As soon as I get out of the sewers, Scarbles gets down on all fours and shakes herself like a dog.
Galvonis will start prestidigitationing everybody.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I'm not touching you, for God's sakes. Everyone, shall we start heading back to the Giggling Cat Inn? No, sorry, the leaning cat. No. Oh God.
The Moonlight Man.
First light.
Yes, that one.
Ace palms. Let's just go home.
Scarbles not live there, but okay.
Agreed.
I'll be right back. Someone's contacting me. I promise we're almost
All
done.
loud.
Let's walk and talk.
Now I can get to sleep without having nightmares about killing people down in the sewers.
That would be a weird nightmare to have.
Ugh.
Ceaderbrook is quite proud of himself for having successfully done a good deed.
Scarbles not
It's
even
really
get
not
to
a very.
smack
It's
one
a flimsy
thing.
solution that's not going to hold up. But he is just pleased as punch. And sure everything's fine. He
I hope you
is
notice that we're
absolutely
pooping
positive
the Scarbles doodles.
that everyone is reasonable, and I would never draw a hand touching Scarbles.
Respect by Scarbles' bodily autonomy.
Anyway, you guys head back to Norwich.
Scarbles feels so violated.
I imagine you guys are heading back to the Traveler's Light.
Yep.
Yes.
You walk back and you see Maurer currently at his station as usual. Ah, you guys are back! Oh,
I run right up in his face.
Short hairy man not give us key.
oh, I forgot to give you that. Pardon. Apologies.
Stupid short hairy man.
Oh god. Hold on.
It's fine. Enzo did a miraculous job taking care of the lock.
But while we're bringing up complaints regarding this quest, you said it was simply taking care of an infestation. There was a little bit more than an infestation.
Squatters.
Squatters.
A Yuan-Ti and a rat man.
We
It's resolved,
with
but
the problem.
our services aren't worth. No. Taken care of. Let's leave it at that.
Diplomacy.
Very well.
Murder was avoided.
We
But
did
that
not.
wasn't in the
rats-
job description, so.
Rest assured,
I didn't know there were rat folk and Yuan-Ti living in the sewer.
the rats and the snakes should no longer bother the village.
Very well. I guess
Hopefully.
I'll give you your pay. 10 gold each.
Make it 20.
Roll
Do,
persuasion.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'm
we're
assisting heavily.
persuasion. Nat 20, baby! Oh!
Oh,
Just clapped and I hurt my hand by clapping.
Malric rolls his eyes and pulls out an extra 10 for each of you.
yay!
Galvonis doesn't even say anything, he just gives him the dad look.
The dad look.
Like
The dad look.
like that look
Oh,
that
you.
it's like when
Son, I am disappointed.
oh god. It's the look where like I'm trying to think of how my dad did this, but
It's just the look.
it's just it's this look like
We know what you're
Dad,
talking about.
I lost my bike, and it turns out that the bike is actually just in the garage, and the kid just didn't want to bother cleaning up the garage, and he's just like,
Yeah, I think we understand what you mean.
I got you, fam.
Scarbles very carefully takes out her coin purse and very carefully inserts the 20 gold into it. Very carefully closes it again.
And the other 100.
No, just the 20.
Okay.
But in general, it's so fucking stupid.
Anyway,
That's amazing.
so you guys are getting your money, and as Malric
Asmo.
Elmo,
He doesn't exist.
Malric,
Cookie Monster, and Big Bird.
as Malric promises, the next morning you are given a ride towards the city of
Yeah.
Valvira, and that is where we will end the campaign. Or end the
Session.
End the session.
Great job,
Rip
everyone.
short
Epic level
campaign.
campaign.
you are now
That's-
all level 20.
Oh, by the way, you all do level up to level 2.
Okay.
We resolved 2 combats non-violently.
Yeah, I'd say that's worth
No,
level 2.
we fucked up that cube.
Yeah.
We did fuck up that cube.
Scarbles didn't even get to smack.
Next time. Don't worry, trust me, I don't think we'll very often get.
What if, like, the rest of this campaign, we just managed to diplomacy our way out of every scenario?
I
swear to
to God,
God.
you managed to do
We
that.
don't roll a single attack action except for random, like, monster encounters. And, like, every horrible person we've run across, we're like, listen. No, just listen.
Yep. In the next campaign, you will be in the city of Alvira.
Yay!
That was fun. Well done, Kit.
Thank you.
Yay.
That's pretty
I
good.
added my HP. I need to look at what clerics get at level 2.
But, yeah, Galvonis is a warlock. He is a celestial
Yeah.
warlock.
You get your channel divinity, and you also get. I know you get something else, but I can't remember.
Let's see, at level 2, let's see, I get 1 more spell slot for level 1. Which is not that much, to be fair.
So how was my first time GMing?
Like I said, you
Yeah.
did good. You did good.
You get to say DM because this is proper D&D.
Boy.
Okay.
Alright, let me stop my recording before I
Oh,
forget.
yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone, on Twitch.
for watching, everyone.
Thank you for watching.
3, 2, 1.